welcome to Marcus Books. Today, we visit with Winfred Cook. Winfred is a successful and influential African-American hairstylist in San Francisco. He's worked with a broad and diverse group of clients that include political activist Angela Davis, Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice, and singer Nancy Wilson. When Winfred first opened his salon in 1973, he soon began writing a popular weekly column for the San Francisco Sun-Reporter called Ask Winfred. Now he's turned those writing skills into 3 novels, the first of which has been published, Uncle Otto. We join Winfred at Marcus Books.
Welcome, everyone. I feel like I'm at home in my living room amongst family and friends. It's good to see you all. So, Winfred.
Yes.
Uncle Otto.
Yes.
Who is he?
Uncle Otto was my uncle, my mother's oldest brother, and he was paralyzed the whole time I knew him on his right side, and so I mean he was normal to me because that's how I knew him. So.
Did you have other uncles?
Yes, okay. I had his brother Clarence. I had an aunt, Daisy, an aunt, Lavinia, and my mother, Sammy. They're all in the book as their real names, yeah.
So why Uncle Otto?
Well,
what influence did he make on you that you had to write about him?
Well, not so much the influence he had on me. It was just that when I wrote the short story, which kind of started my writing, that was the first... when I started writing, I wrote a series of short stories, and I would show them to people, and they would, oh, that's nice, that's nice. Uncle Otto was the one that people sort of, oh, that is so good. Plus, they loved the Otto character, so that's why Otto. And also, we had we shared a secret. My secret, and he caught it, and he couldn't talk, so he couldn't tell. And I wasn't about to tell. And y'all can find out in the book what it is. But, so when I after I wrote the short story, I mean that prompted the short story, and it was something to write about anyway. Okay, that was. I'm trying to keep from just going into this to tell you these things. Go ahead.
How long have you been carrying the story around with you before you put the first note on the page?
You mean
his character, these short stories that you have and wanted to tell?
Well, I hadn't thought about it. It happened when I was about 10 or 11. And periodically it would cross my mind, but I hadn't thought about it in any, depth. For all that time, it was just something that we shared and nobody else knew. That was it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, very good. How long has this book been in the works?
Actually, about 4 years. I started my writing career about 4 years ago, 4.5, 5 years ago. I think a lot of my clients might know because I made them read. Okay. When they came to get their hair done. Read this, and as Blanche said last week, or you couldn't get your hair done, but that's not true. I just got feedback from my friends, readers, that we were sort of an unofficial book club in the shop and have been for years and years and years. So when I would write something and show it to them, and they would give me their comments and help propel me in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been writing?
Actually, only about 4.5 years.
So it all began 4 years ago?
Well, it didn't begin then. It began about in 73.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote a short story, and it just took so much. I was just so involved in it, and then my other little life that was so busy at the time that I had to put it on the back burner. I did finish it, and it took about 2 weeks, and I mean rewrites and all the whole bit, and I loved it. Then I realized I didn't have time for it then. Props, what it brings from you when you're writing, because when I was trying to get a story in my head as to what to put here, I didn't realize at the time that you don't know until it unfolds. I write in the morning, and when I would get up get my coffee, and sit at the computer at 7:30, and I'd write till time to go to the gym. And it was like stepping into another world with these people, because, like I tell people now, I've written 2 other books, by the way. They're not published, but they're finished. And I have these 3 worlds going around in my head. At any given moment, one might pop in, and I'll live out that whole scenario, you know, a particular thing. So, yeah, it really is quite a feat, I would say, dealing with this world, with these people.
Excellent. How did your family feel about sharing the story with the world?
Well, the story is fiction. So, except for the prologue, which is the incident, the rest of it is fiction. So they had their, like my cousins, they have a different view of Uncle Otto, although we did share some things like, none of us know what summy means, and he would say that because he couldn't articulate words and talk. He could say some words, but he would say, "Mama, no mama, shit, summy," and we never knew what summy meant. So that's with my cousins and stuff. But we all had different takes. He liked my girl cousins a lot. And when he would give us, but I kind of lived in the same building with him, so I guess I was like a pesky kid, so to speak, because I was there all the time, underfoot and stuff, and he would get upset with me sometimes.
You're a native of St. Louis?
St. Louis, yes.
And when did you move to the Bay Area?
In '69, in the fall of '69. Oh, I like this water a lot.
Has your family read the book?
My cousins, they like, they liked it. They liked it. Yeah.
If Uncle Otto was here, what would he say about the book?
Summy.